Hi everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are doing a second round of my free website audits, okay? So my name is Janet Soriano and I create websites for online entrepreneurs, service-based business owners who want to take their income to the next level with a web presence that works for them. So it's not just about creating websites for the heck of creating websites. It's about creating websites that actually sell your products and services and actually convert, okay? So today we have a very special guest, well, not guest, person who submitted their website audit um, for review, and I am going to be sharing you my review with her and um, what we're going to be talking about before we go into like the whole thing is that my three-way framework of actually understanding how you're going to be attracting or making sales on your website. So the first thing that I want to tell you is that I use this three-step framework with all my design clients, and this is how I am able to come to your website and actually figure out what's working and what's not working. So it's a proven system that I use for my clients that has worked very well and that has given my clients a lot of results. So this proven system consists of these three steps, and the first thing is attract. You have to be able to attract your ideal client as soon as they land on your website. And second, you have to be able to connect. Connection is a huge part of the sale and the conversions part. When you are making a human-to-human connection and you know how to do this correctly on your website, you are going to be able to increase your conversion rates. And the last thing is driving action. You want to understand what's the way that you're actually driving action on your website. So let me share this screen with you, and it's going to be really quick. But there are really good nuggets of wisdom and inspiration in this website audit, so please stay to the end. And if you want a website audit of your own, please go to janetsoriano.com/free audits, okay? And I will, you will be submitted to the queue, and I'll be able to provide you with a website audit and feature you on my website. Thank you so much. Okay, so first, today we have findingmindfulnow.com. So her website is about finding mindfulness and managing stress and reducing overwhelm. So here is my first nugget. And just to let you know, I am not going over your fonts or your colors or anything in particular about like things that are not meaningful. We're really going into like, what's the strategy behind your website? What are the things that you can be able to improve and make better so you can be able to attract your ideal clients? Because you can have a pretty website, but if that pretty website does not have a strategy in place, does not attract, does not connect, and does not drive action, then it's useless, okay? So the very first thing, and knowing, let me just give you a little bit of backup of her ideal client. So her ideal client is a woman who is open-minded, but she is very stressed out on her day-to-day routine, and she's closely to go into burnout, right? But here's the thing that I see with this website is that you are speaking to her as if you are a big company, right? So as you start your first sentence right here is that we give you a well-being framework, right? So what I want you to do in order to be able to attract your ideal client, the first step is get really clear on your ideal client. I think you might have an idea of like what the problem that she has, which is not being able to manage stress, and she's very overwhelmed, right? But I really want you to get into the understanding of who she is. Is she a woman in corporate? Is she a mom? Is she somebody who is working full time? Is she an entrepreneur? So I really want you to hone in on who that person is. Who is that person that you're speaking to? And speak to her in a way that actually talks to her in, instead of saying we give you a well-being framework, you can start that sentence with that. I'll help you by giving you a well-being framework. But even that is very vague and very confusing. So what is the well-being framework, right? We want to really narrow that down to what is it, the specific things that you are trying to sell on your website, without even having to scroll down, right? Like my very first thing and the most important thing is that you are able to you're able to attract your ideal client right before the fold, right before they have to scroll down, right? Because if they have to scroll down, if somebody has to scroll down your page to find out what is it that you are trying to do, then they're going to be totally confused and they're just going to exit out. So we don't want that. We want people to be actually very, very clear that you're talking to them and very, very clear what is it that you offer, right? And I'm not saying to put like in front of the page, oh, here, buy my program, and a call to action to buy my program. No, that's totally the opposite of what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that you have to understand who you're speaking to and speak to them in the same way that you would speak to a person, like in face, right? So you want to talk to her in a way that resonates, and you want to be very specific about what is it that you offer. Maybe you're not actually stating exactly what you offer in the front end, but you want to be able to make that connection that you are able to help them. All right. So here's a little bit of how you can be able to like even put it a little bit more specific is maybe some of these questions like manage stress around what? What can I manage stress around? What? And what what am I going to feel overwhelmed or clear about? What focus action am I going to take, right? So when you're trying to attract your ideal client, you want to understand who this person is. Then you want to be able to articulate what is the problem that they're having, very specific, right? It's not a matter of like niching down that you just speak to someone client. That doesn't mean somebody else doesn't resonate with it. It means that you are very specific to the problem that you solve, right? And when you're specific to the problem that you solve, then you're going to be able to be specific to that person that they have that problem. They can be able to resonate with that problem and actually say, yes, oh my God, I want this. Let me know more. Okay. The second thing is connection. I really, really, really want you to start investing in your website, right? I know that you've been doing some things for free and you're creating this website on your own, and you have done a fantastic job. Like, let me tell you, you have done a great, great job. I've seen other websites which is worse, but I want you to add pictures of yourself. And the reason why I want you to add pictures of yourself is because you want to really make that connection that your ideal client knows who are they buying from, right? So when you're talking about mindfulness and stress reduction, and I know that you're a doctor, you really and you help people one-on-one, and then basically with your program and the things that you're doing, you really want to make that connection on the front end of your website. So maybe investing in a photographer would help you by adding pictures to your website that actually make that human-to-human connection, right? Even if we're not in person, what is really gonna make a difference in your conversions is having that one-on-one connection with your ideal client. And the last thing is drive in action. Before the fold, I want you to create a call to action that will have people doing something. So either you have, I know that you have a freebie down here, but we don't want to do that. We don't want to hide the freebie, right? We want to show it up front. Okay, so here's something free that I can give you right away, right? And that's a call to action, because you want to guide people to let them know what you want them to do, right? And that's it for, oh, that's it for today. Like, you have an amazing website. All you have to do is really hone in on attracting your ideal client by understanding more of who she is and understanding how to be very specific talking to her. And then you also have to add pictures to be able to make connections and a call to action that will drive action right on your website. That will make people curious about what's the next step and guiding them through that next step by actually telling them to do something on your website, right? And that's how you will be able to increase your conversion rates. All right, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching these series. There are plenty more to come each week. So keep in mind, and if you want your own website audit that's free like this one, and I'll feature you on my website, please come to janetsoriano.com/free audits. And if you are looking for a full website audit for your whole website, where we go into like straight into what your ideal client needs, and we walk you everything through that, then you can go on my website, janetsoriano.com/audits, and book a website audit with me. Thank you so much for coming here. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.